on today's video, I am going to show you how you can create your very own custom Pinterest templates on Canva. Why would you want to do this? Well, so that you save tons of time creating pins that you don't have to start from scratch every single time. They're custom to your brand and people will start recognizing them based on the fact that you have a cohesive look to all your pins. So how you're going to do it is you're going to come in, you're going to sign into canva.com, and you can do this regardless of whether you have the business account or a free version of Canva. I happen to have the business account, so I might have a few features on here that you may not if you don't. I do highly recommend, if you use Canva often, to spring for that business. The features on it are so awesome, and it's a really inexpensive monthly fee to use the business account on Canva, and it's just a time saver, honestly, more than anything else. So go ahead and grab you're going to create a design. I already have Pinterest graphics showing right here, so we'll go ahead and use that. You'll notice also that Pinterest or Canva has a bunch of Pinterest graphics already available to you that you can totally use. They're obviously, appealing already. The only issue I have with them is that you're not starting from scratch each time, but you're having to update a lot more. You're having to change the font every time to match your branding and the colors, and and plus anyone can use these. So what we are going to do is to create our own unique ones. So to get started, I usually will just pick go up to elements, and I usually start with my image. So I'll grab from the grids, because this is where if I insert an image, it's gonna fill in this space however big I make it. And I'll do a demo at the end of actually filling in this template and creating a pin from it. But for now, let's go ahead and just create our template that we can use. So we can move this around and do whatever size we want. I'm going to go ahead and make this a full-size image for this time. I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab a shape. And I usually like to stick with square, but you want to do with what fits with your brand. If you use a lot of circles, you might want to do a circle. And honestly, you can switch it up from pin to pin. It's just a preference. I just randomly grabbed this square. So you can make this whatever color you want. I'm going to go ahead and go with white. It's one of my brand colors that I use often. And then you're going to come in and you're going to want to add some text where you're going to put your heading. Now, the main thing you want to remember when you're creating your Pinterest graphics is that you want your heading text to be eye-catching. You want it to stand out. So you want it to be bold and big and filling a good portion of your image. So we're going to add your main. Let's do this, add your main. And when you're creating your templates for the first time, honestly, this is going to be your most time consuming part, because you are trying to make this fit a large variety of different pin posts that you're going to have in the future. Add your main heading here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another shape. I'm going to do another rectangle here. when you're making your own templates, I recommend that you go ahead and when you're making these, use them, put whatever color you think you'll use the most. Obviously, you can switch this up every single time you make the pin, but the more you have just ready to go, the quicker you can create pins every single time. So what I'm going to do here is you're going to want to put in your website because you want to have your website on all your pins so people can just look at it and know where to go. So your website.com, because this is never going to change. Unless you have multiple websites, then you might just want to put your website and change it up every single time. So the problem I'm seeing with this is that there's a lot of blank space here. So now that I've kind of added everything that I want to add, I'm going to go ahead and get my font to really kind of fill in this space. And you are obviously going to have to adjust this when you actually put your text, your actual text from your blog post in here. But for now, you just want to know what it's supposed to look like when it's all done. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we're gonna work with here. So now I'm gonna show you, after you have a whole bunch of templates, maybe 5 to 10 that you're using on a regular basis, you can see how easy it'll be when you're done with a blog post to just come in, add your image, add your text, and upload it right then and there. So let's go ahead and do that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in and you're gonna upload your image or pull one of your images that you already have on your account, and I'm going to go ahead and use this one, I guess. And so I can go ahead and if I'm like, I really wanted to see those sunglasses here, I can actually make this transparent a little bit if I want to. Or I can just keep it as is and maybe flip my photo and see if I like the way that looks. And even maybe play with the transparency after that if I wanted to. Okay, I actually like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the title of my blog post, and let's just call it Favorite Summer Destinations. And see, that obviously doesn't fit, so this is the example of where we're going to play with it and move it up a little bit. And adjust things as we need it. Okay, that's a little bit overlapping. Not sure if I like that. Okay, and in, let's just say Florida. Or something like that. Okay, and we're done. That's how fast we created our pin. So you can see how much time that can save you to have these templates already made up, templates that you already know you like. You don't have to sit around and play with them forever because you've already done it.